friends. Today we'll discuss about the properties of language. Now we are going to take six features of human language to determine the defining properties and describe how they are manifested in human language. These features are uniquely a part of human language and unlikely to be found in the communication systems of other creatures. However, this view of how other creatures communicate is essentially an outsider's view and may be inaccurate. Displacement. Number one, displacement of the properties of language. Features. The first features of properties of language is the displacement. Being able to refer to past and future time and to other locations. It allows users of language to talk about things and events not present in the immediate environment. Animal communication is generally considered to lack this property. Communication does have the property of a to displacement. When a worker bee finds a source of nectar and return to the hive, it can perform a complex dance routine to communicate to other type of bees the location of his nectar. Arbitrariness. The second feature of properties of language. Arbitrariness. Human language, the form and meaning of a word have an arbitrary, random relationship. Human language does not fit the objects they denote. For example, the word dog does not follow the shape of the four-legged barking object. However, most languages contain onomatopoeic words which imitate echo sounds object of activity. Example, cockadoodle. Do means crow of a rooster. Animal language is non-arbitrary because there is a very clear connection between the message and signal used. Very clear communication between the message and signal signal used. The set of signals used in animals communication is finite. The third feature of properties language is the productivity, an aspect of language which is linked to the fact that the potential number of utterances in any human language is infinite. For example, humans manipulate the linguistic resources to produce new expression and new sentences. For animals, they cannot produce new signal. Not a, yeah, for animals, they cannot produce new signal. নতুন কিছুমান চিহ্ন কেতিয়াও আৱিষ্কাৰ কৰিব নোৱাৰে বা উলিয়াব নোৱাৰে. The fourth characteristics of proportional language is cultural transmission. Human language, the process of whereby language is passed on from one generation to the next. Animal language. The general pattern of animal communication is that the signals used are instinctive and not learned. There is evidence for some birds that instinct has to combine with learning or exposure to produce the right song. The fifth feature of this discreteness. The, the pronunciation of the word's formation is meaningfully distinct. For example, P sound and B sound produce a range of sounds in a continuous stream. They sound physically different but conceived as counterpart of a written set. The sixth and last feature of properties of language is duality. Duality. Speech can be separated to two levels. Speech can be separated to two levels. First, made up of meaningless elements. For example, a limited inventory of sounds. The second, made up of meaningful elements. For example, a virtually limitless inventory of words. For example, a virtually limitless inventory of words. These are the features of properties of language.